All right, people, we need your support. This channel exists because you believe in our stories. We're not funded by big corporations. We're not bought by special interests. We're independent for the people, by the people. And we're here to speak the truth of our communities across the country. Every story we bring to you about injustices, about our culture, about what's really going on in our neighborhood is powered by us and hopefully now by you. We're asking every single viewer who values what we're doing here to help us stay independent. If just a few of you would donate $2 to $5, it'll make a huge difference. It's easy. You could send support through Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle. Your donation doesn't just keep the lights on, it keeps our voices strong. We're not just another YouTube channel. We're your news, we're your platform, we're your movement. So if you rock with us, if you believe in independent Latino media, drop $2, $3, or $5 today. Thank you so much for watching, supporting, and standing with us. We're just getting started. Let's grow together. People, what's going on, people? We are live today. Matt is eating the chips. You good, bro?
That's right.
Everything good? Everything good? Everything good?
Hell yeah.
That's the way to start it off.
So that's how it's gonna happen today.
Chicken wings in the building. I saw somebody.
wing.
Somebody was commenting something about the Dodger thing and about the million and trying to make something up and kill you, this and that, talking shit. And Chicken Wang's like, yeah, I feel the same way, but I still tap it and watch it. Shout out to Chicken Wang. Homie.
Chicken wing.
Hey, appreciate you guys tapping in. We had a few Cash App donations yesterday. Rolando de los Santos, appreciate that. And Naughty Light, that one. And we got a big one. A big one. It's the biggest.
That's what she said.
It's the biggest donation we've ever had. No, it's a big donation from Angel D. Flores, man. I appreciate you. The only movement we're supporting, American
That's
Troll.
right.
That's
Right.
right.
Appreciate that.
We are an
Appreciate
independent news source, and nobody's doing what we're doing, bro. You know, they can say, they can try, they can do this and that, but nobody's really doing what we're doing, man. But it's only because of you guys, man. First of all, though, let's all praise to God. Appreciate you. That's why we're here doing our thing, man. But you guys all kind of said, let's see if we can actually have a conversation without you guys all fucking tripping over each other, bro.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
We already know that ain't gonna
Yeah.
So everybody here seems to have a different take on the Dodger thing, and I'm gonna start off with Droopy on this one. So you said you had your take on the Dodger situation. So go.
Yeah. So I actually talked to Boo Boo about this the other day, and is that
Told you,
right?
bro.
Bro.
Go, bro.
So that's how we're getting down today, huh, Matt?
My bad, dog. Excuse Spencer.
Just because you got a little toothache and everything, don't
Got a
make it
horrible
chicken wang
toothache,
everybody all
dog.
day.
Chicken wing.
This fool has a toothache. He's eating sugar
Oh, he
outside.
stays eating sugar, bro. All right, so what you got?
All right, so I was thinking about with the Dodgers. You know, people are talking about boycotting them. You know, this and that. I don't know about all that, right? And the reason I don't is because, you know, like what I said a couple weeks ago. You know, I feel like the left and the right both use us for their propaganda for different reasons. We're in the middle, and neither of them give a fuck about any of us, right? They're just going to do what their agendas are. And I had also said that, you know, there's going to be new news stories. This story's going to slowly go away. ICE is going to go push on somewhere else, and we're not going to be as mad in LA anymore. Life's going to go on. And in a couple of years, this shit's going to happen again. You know, we're mad at the Dodgers because they didn't do something for us. Fuck the Dodgers. We don't need the Dodgers to do something for us, right? I'm looking at it like, this is what I said before. The reason I don't gonna go out there and run around and break shit up is because in a couple of weeks, this is all gonna go away, and it's gonna be for nothing, right? We have the numbers. We could have power, incredible power, right? We got dudes like him. We got just think of all the subscribers to this channel. Then go to the other channels, you know, Hood Stocks, Icon. I mean, the list goes down, right? It goes on and on. Imagine if we could all get together and start some sort of grassroots movement. What that is, how you do that, I don't know. But I know if we don't all come together,
the Dodgers, bro.
Wow, right?
That's how we start.
I say we all get on the same page before we even know what we're gonna do. And if we don't get on the same page, ain't shit gonna happen.
Okay.
You know, that's kind of what I was thinking about.
You know, I was a big supporter of the Dodgers. It's kind of fading away as time goes on. Is shit that they've done, or at least that I've noticed. I've noticed it maybe about 6 years ago. I went to a Dodger game and they had every flag around the Dodger Stadium of all the different countries, but they didn't have the Mexican flag.
I don't believe it.
No,
way.
seriously, the one I thought it was a Mexican flag was the Italy,
Yeah.
but then the
Maybe-
bird
maybe
wasn't
they said
there.
close enough,
Yeah,
right?
close enough. But then I even double checked and looked, and then I asked a couple other people, hey, so that was kind of the first thing I noticed. And then then you go back into time with the deplacers and am I saying that right?
Displacers.
Where they kind of did that, and I really don't know the whole story on it because there's 2 stories, but it's good enough for me. And then now with the ICE, they said that wasn't there, that they didn't allow them, that they did kick them off the
Yes.
property, so kind of give them that, but then they kind of lagged on giving a statement, which kind of sucks because when it's other people, they're quick to jump on it, and then they put their statement out. But why is it when it's their biggest supporters, they lag on it, like we needed them, and they took days.
No, yeah, for sure. Weeks, maybe.
Yeah, and here we buy the tickets right away when they go up for sale.
Oh yeah, sold out.
Yeah.
So you got any take on this, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I stopped fucking with the Dodgers when they did that gay parade.
Okay.
When they did that weird blasphemous, not just they did a
I remember.
horrible event.
Is that when that gay guy
Bro, they were-
was on the cross?
Yeah, that was
that
horrible.
was like
They
2
were-
years ago, I think.
The half of their fan base is Christian, Catholic. I mean,
Especially being here in LA.
Yeah, the whole for you to do something like that, and
Yeah.
that movement is like 4% of the world, let alone what it could be in LA. You disrespect your whole community right then and there. I'm like, fuck the Dodgers. I'm a Detroit Tiger fan.
Yeah, but to me, it is this, Droops. I understand you saying we shouldn't, it'll go away, but that is a sign of force. That is a sign of force of making an organization like the Dodgers stand up and realize what they did was wrong to us, and to just pay a measly $1 million. I had one guy, I had a few actually, tell me, what more do you want? You got $1 million? Is that? And
That's
I'm like,
nothing, bro.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's
know your worth, homie. Know your worth. If they gave $7 million to chimpanzees, bro, gave $100 million to the wildfires in Pacific Palisades, and they're giving you $1 million, that is pretty much dismissing you.
Oh, yeah, a 2-bedroom house in Burbank is $1 million.
Yeah, but
That's nothing
They've got the money
to them.
Right, you're
Yeah.
right.
So
To them.
and that's the thing. It's almost like, let's say like Chavez Ravine, how they got those people out of there. They went in there, they hustled them, said, "Oh, we're gonna make some apartments, we're gonna make this, we're gonna make that." And some people left, but there was enough people that were smart enough to say, "No, you guys aren't gonna do that. You guys are
Yeah.
gonna rob us." And those are the
did.
people that didn't leave. And what do they do? Sure enough,
Sure
they
enough, they
robbed
came
them.
in there.
They came in there. you evicted
Eminent
them.
domain, is it called?
Yeah,
Eminent
eminent domain.
domain.
They hustled them, and those apartments were never made. They made Dodger Stadium, and I'm sure that was always the plan. It sounded good. We're going to build these apartments. So when they didn't do that, they should, even now, to me, they should come out and admit wrongdoing and pay those people off and say, here we go. That'll shut us up forever. But to sit there and say, oh, they gave us $1 million. No. They're cutting you short, homie. You just don't know. It's almost like a record labels back in the 70s, back in this. Oh man, they give you $20,000, man. You should be happy. And then they start making all kind of money off of that, bro, because that's how the record label business was. Now people know that, hey, I need to get some money up front because now they're gonna rob me, bro. What's going on, Chris? What you got?
Yo, I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is like the 3rd time we've had something creepy like that.
What happened, bro?
This motherfucker wants to tickle my feet with a banana peel. I mean,
Still want to-
what in the hell?
You give up that vibe, bro.
Do I give off banana peel vibes?
You give
Maybe.
up kind of weird vibes,
What in
bro.
American history would make me want to
Giraffes all
tickle
the time.
my feet with banana peel?
Here's my thing. though,
Identify
yo.
yourself, Blair.
Here's my thing though. Dodgers give us $20 million. Is that gonna get an immigration bill passed?
Well, it helps. In order
That's what I want to say. I want to.
it-
If we all were to get together, like I left out a lot of podcasts. Anybody left out? Haters World, Food Community, everybody. All these influencers that we all know, right? If we came together, and like I said, I don't know what we're supposed to do, but I know if we don't come together, ain't shit
ain't
gonna
not gonna
happen.
happen.
Yeah,
Dodgers could give us $20 million, and what's gonna happen?
but to
with
me,
it?
to me, it's this though.
It's not gonna get nothing passed.
If we can't get behind something as easy as boycotting the Dodgers, can we really get behind something that's hard, like boycotting not working for a week?
Well,
And if you
that's
can-
my point.
And if you can't boycott something as simple as the Dodgers, bro, that means we got no boycott.
Well, maybe if we got together and we put it out to everybody,
And then
coming
we all start pushing it at one
then
time.
we might be able to
You
get
know?
something like that done.
Well-
Until we come together, we ain't gonna get shit done.
Well,
It's just
I
that
think
simple.
we are putting it out there, and if people
It just fizzles.
yeah, if they want to sit like if, put it this way, if we came out here right now and started talking crap about some other podcasts, all the other podcasts start talking about it.
Oh yeah, quick. by tomorrow.
that means they're getting on board with whatever we're talking about. But we're talking about this. If nobody's getting behind it, that means they're like, no. There's a lot of people. The Dodgers to people are like the mistress of love, that they love more than their wife. I don't know, bro. They're just attached to it, especially in the Mexican American community, bro.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are like the Virgen de Guadalupe. you can talk shit about your real. Don't mess with my Dodgers, bro.
Yeah.
If they could have give us $1,000, I said, so what? They don't need to give. Yeah, they don't. They absolutely don't need to give anything. But that's a sign of respect. And right now, the Dodgers are being disrespectful. They give you $1 million to give the chimp $7 million, bro.
Just us saying, hey, you guys, you know what I mean? Boycott the Dodgers. Only so many people are going to see it. If we get a consensus of a bunch of us and we all put it out there together, we're going to get much better results. Until we get our shit together, we don't need to be looking for no one else to help us. We need to help our fucking self.
Yeah, but we.
Well, they boycotted the swap meet this week. I mean, that place
they
was
banned.
empty, bro.
Yeah,
like
bro.
all them people got together. Like, how can they get together? A bunch of fucking dancers and drinkers
No,
can
but
do it,
that's
but we
cool.
can't
They
do
did
it.
that. I like
no,
it.
yeah. But see how they all supported themselves, and then you get other people just talk shit about them. Oh, they're not dressed.
where's
in
the new spot at, bro?
Fuck, I haven't found it yet, man. Shit, I haven't found it yet. Shit.
Yeah, I think like the Lakers, a lot of sports teams lost a lot of support after like the BLM stuff. That's for sure. With the Dodgers, I just think it's way overdue, especially with the displacer thing, and they did, bro. They ganked those people for that property. So to me,
I kind of think all sports should just leave political bullshit out
I think
of the
sports
game,
should
because
stay out of it, too.
when I go to a game, I don't want to see no fucking. I'm going there to watch a game. Fucking all my problems, leave them outside the stadium, you know, and I don't want to fucking see on the screen whatever bullshit that's going on, you know.
Yeah.
And they should,
Like
you know,
what Mohawk said, that
yeah.
gay
If they're
shit
leaving
is
something
not.
else out, then they're gonna leave us out. They just make it equal across the board, you know, because I don't go to a sports game to fucking hear political.
yeah.
bullshit.
And the thing when people say about the Dodgers, I say what the only reason I'll bring them up is because they already.
Yeah.
They entered that political thing already.
Yeah.
They did it during BLM. They did it during George Floyd. They did it.
Yeah.
They did it LGBTQ. They,
Yeah, and
they
quick.
did it. They did it for Israel. They did it for everybody. But for us, it's like
Oh, lips way, I don't know, it's kind of touchy, and it's like, fuck, man.
You know
like, nobody supports us.
hear you.
Our big name Mexican brown people, they don't support us, you know, because they're scared of their bosses, you know,
they sure.
because all their bosses are white.
Angel member for 46 months. AC only movement. We're supporting in the YouTube. Yeah. Hey, so what's up with Iran, homie?
It's going down.
Did you see Trump lose it? What
Oh yeah, fucking Israel's dropping bombs on fucking Iran. Iran's dropping bombs on Israel. The U.S. is dropping f-bombs. Fuck, everybody's dropping bombs.
He said those
badass.
fucking guys. Those guys have been fighting for so. They don't know what the fuck they want. They don't know what the fuck they want, bro.
That's kind of what I said. Didn't I say it last week? These guys have been in trouble for so long with so many people. We're always fighting.
It's,
We're always fighting.
It's just
bro.
that area, man. It's the Middle East, man. Everybody's fighting for that land, no matter what.
It's a biblical fight, bro.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna end.
Let me ask you. You went deep into the Bible. When you were being taught the Bible, wherever you were learning it, did they push that on you? Did you know a lot about? Oh, I gotta support Israel.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Yes, and it's because it's biblical. That's why, because the Jewish people are the apple of God's eye. You know, in the Bible, in Genesis
So they're
12,
the chosen ones.
Genesis 12:3 would say it. You know, and it says it in the Bible. You know, because people say, Israel, was only created like after World War II,
Yes.
but it goes all the way back to Abraham. You know, because God gave Abraham all that land, which is Israel. You know, so it goes all the way back then. You know, but
What does
so
Alabama
the
say?
U.S.
Let me
will defend it, but I think more the U.S. defends it because they want a footland in that region. I don't really think it's a biblical,
biblical
you know.
thing,
But
fool.
why the U.S. supports them? No, I think it's more biblical because like what they're gonna do with Iran, they're gonna change the regime, and then now we got Iran in that area. You know, just like we do with
but
Iraq.
they're not
You
changing the
know,
regime. They're-
well they will watch.
No,
You know,
no,
because the U.S. wants a footing there. We already have Iraq, and then we already have Israel, and then just have another country. I mean, fuck, we take over everything. We did that with Japan in World War II. Now it's like a fucking gang, bro. The U.S. is a gang, and then all the countries are their support countries.
Yeah, for sure. I
You know,
get that.
just like you got
The
gangs,
cliques,
and you got
the
support
cliques.
the cliques, or you got some,
So what was your take, Matt? on it?
What does Alabama Mexican say? Let me cook, player.
Go ahead,
Let
let's see
me
you cook.
Alabama. Let me cook. All right.
Let's go.
First of all, they were God's chosen people, I believe, until they betrayed Jesus and sacrificed him to the Romans and Pontius Pilate.
Well, it wasn't Pontius Pilate that,
Well, they
that did it.
sacrificed
It was
Jesus.
Caesar because
No,
Pontius
but-
Pilate didn't want to
No,
do it.
you're right. Pontius Pilate
He didn't want to do it.
They sacrificed. Well, they gave him up. They said he was not them as the son of God, and they gave him up.
Well,
to the
that was
Romans.
that was the church that did it. The church
No, that
wanted
was all
him
the
dead.
rabbis
That was
and
the
all the-
rabbis. So
yeah,
that
all
was
of
the
them.
church that gave him up. And then when they took him to Pontius Pilate was like, this man didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
and
he stayed out of it.
so
He
so
goes,
he
"I want
stayed
to
out
stay
of
out of
yeah,
it." Yeah.
he stayed out of it. So then it went to Caesar, and then everybody was pushing on Caesar.
Caesar made the decision.
So Caesar said, I wash my hands of his death. You do what you want
Yeah.
with them.
I-
So that's when the church came back and they crucified him. You know?
I think
His
it's
own
kinda-
people.
yeah.
Like his own people.
Well, I think we've looked at that whole theory the wrong way ever since what I just said. They were God's chosen people, I think, until that moment. Then a lot of stuff changed, and people who read the Bible and study it, they mistake anything to mean anything different. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I had to teach myself the Bible. I had to read all the books. You know, there's not just the Old and the New Testament. You know, they removed the whole center section called the Apocrypha.
Well, yeah,
There's-
the Christian is 66 books. Yeah, and the Catholic is 68
they removed,
books.
you know, there was two black apostles. They removed their books. Barnabas, Enoch. They had books. There was allegedly a book by Mary Magdalene. She had a book. Jesus had a book they removed. So you got to understand, we're only taught what the church wants us to know. They remove a lot of the stuff they don't want you to know. Like that whole Vatican vault they have under the Vatican where all
Yeah.
those books are, all the history's there. And I studied a lot of it
But
when I
to
was
me,
in prison.
it's insane, bro. It's almost like how we view some of the Middle Eastern countries that are Muslim and just go hardcore with their Quran,
Yeah.
and we're like, these guys are insane. What are they doing? But the same thing with the Christians and the Jews, bro. They sit there. Oh, these are the chosen people. They can't do no wrong. This is 2025, bro. This ain't 2,000 years
Yeah.
ago. Because
It's all subject to interpretation. Anybody can read anything they want out of those books and switch it your way depending on how you read it.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the hard
because it's
part,
depending
too.
on what you're going on in life. Like
Yeah,
you could read a
yeah.
verse today, and that means something
Yeah.
today. But then I could go 4 years from now, read the same verse, and it'll talk to me different. It's because like I'm going through something different
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
at this time now. You know, so it speaks to you on how you interpret it. So I can't go to you and force this verse on you, which I'm sorry, but Catholics do. You know, and say, oh no, this means this. You know, this means this. No matter what, it's a you know. But you're like, no, that's not what it's saying to me. It's saying this because you're somewhere different in your life. You know, so that's why like some people just read the Bible and just go by the Bible.
But I think
they don't go
the
by
tables have finally turned a little bit where people are asking questions.
Well, yeah, because of
And
social media and
well, it reminds me of this. It reminds me with what's his name, Malcolm X, and when he first started getting put onto Islam and he started reading the history, and I was surprised too. I'm thinking, these people didn't know that. I'm like, obviously they didn't. Like, you know, was it in the 50s or something or 60s? And the majority of African Americans didn't know their history, bro. They didn't really know that at some point they were slaves. They didn't really know, you know, the slave. They didn't know. They just were here and they were born and they didn't know any of that history. And I think the same thing went on with Zionism. Nobody really know where this came from because most of this stuff now, it's not Judaism, it's Zionism, thinking that I don't know if I'm wrong, but is it almost like a white supremacy thing? But instead of Zionism, we're gonna move here, we're gonna get our land back because the Bible says it. I'm like, wait a minute. What's the difference between that and saying, okay, well then let's give all the Native Americans back their land in America because their God says that, you know,
Yeah.
they belong here and they should be
But you
here.
see, that's how we've been taught to slant it. It's just like you just said, it's white supremacy, Zionism. That's all the same shit, just for different groups.
Right.
It's all the same shit, but you only demonize the one because history's taught you to demonize this one.
Yeah, they taught you to demonize that one,
That one.
and they've also taught you to be afraid to question the other one.
Yes, that's man.
But times have changed, bro. Now you're actually seeing people.
well, because
asking
you
questions.
have so many religions here in the U.S. now. You know, you got to figure when the Europeans came over, they came over with Christianity because
Yeah.
they wanted to get away from the Catholic. So they came and brought Christianity over here, and then it just kind of that was a major.
Well, they did that. They did that to my people. They did it to
yeah.
the Vikings. They
You know?
destroyed Viking history
Yeah.
by enforcing Christian doctrine.
But
on
now
them.
that you got other groups, you know, of people coming over and they bring over their beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
and now that all of them are just getting mixed up here in the U.S. You know, because you go to other countries and it's like, no, we're Catholic and that's it. The whole country is.
See, and
You
they'll
know?
do stuff like this, like the funny sketch marks. He got funny sketch marks on his butt, right?
Yeah.
These guys should stick to hood politics. They don't know. Boo Boo knows the Bible through and through, my friend.
Yeah, I went for fucking. I
Tell
don't
'em.
even remember how long.
Yeah, Boo
I
Boo.
went for 10 years straight every day, man.
But every time,
know?
and that's the playbook. Every time somebody doesn't agree or starts getting offended, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, Bible and all that is one thing. Regular politics is another. But in regular politics, we have not been able to ask any questions like, hey, Why are we spending billions over here? Why
Yeah.
why is my tax money going there? Why can't we ask where this lobbyist stuff's coming from? Hey, why do they have nukes and you like all that stuff? And it's always like, whoa, are you anti-Semite? No, bro, I'm a
That's the problem. If you say anything against them, you're an anti-Semite.
I'm a guy who pays
away,
taxes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
You
a
know,
guy.
that's the
You
problem.
speak
You know,
against
I
the little
see these
hats.
fools-
Yeah, you can't do that.
I've been watching that Piers Morgan podcast,
yeah.
and they have people pro.
Oh, they've been going
Israel
at it.
and against. Yeah, it's funny.
Well, I think another thing
You know
that
what I
kind
mean?
of always intrigued me is when they say that they're a race and they're not. You're a religion.
Well, see, I don't really care about. I don't know as much about the Bible as you guys do.
No.
You know, I just try to be a good person. You know,
Yeah.
I'm Catholic.
Mhm.
But when I look at Israel, what's going on in Gaza and the West Bank is foul, and they won't even let press go in there. The
That's
only
all baby
press
mama
in
drama
is
right
the
there, though,
idea
bro.
of press. And it's all foul. I
BMD.
think it's foul, and I think it's the land grab, like what Gil was saying. What's going on with Iran is something completely different. But I don't know why we're always like doing their dirty work. So something's cracking there that we don't know about.
Yeah, and we're pushing
You
up
know,
on.
it's
I think
more
we're
than
pushing
just
up on Iran because Russia is busy with their war. So they're not gonna. They can't even handle fucking Ukraine. Later on they're gonna say, "Oh well,
Yeah,
let's send troops
they're
over here
barking,
to."
though. They're barking right now.
but not as loud, and not as loud
No.
as they were if they were not in a war.
I can
Their
understand,
resources
don't
are going somewhere
I can
else.
understand, don't let
The
Iran
one
get
is
nuked.
probably China. We got to worry about because they're not in a war with
sure.
anybody.
China's in the cut, bro.
you
China's
know,
being
They're
gangster.
just
Oh
watching.
yeah,
Yep, they're just
yeah,
watching.
and they're not liking
I've
us
always said,
anyways.
don't underestimate China.
Oh yeah,
No,
Not
never.
gonna
No one's
underestimate.
underestimating.
China's been doing this for thousands of years,
They
bro.
play the
yeah.
slow- they play the slow game.
Like literally, yeah, they've
They
been
have
for
no
thousands of
problem with the
years.
slow game.
Yeah, they sit there and watch everything and say, okay, now it's time. They study you.
What's the name? Boo's laws. God's word doesn't. No, God's word doesn't change, but the interpretation does. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why you have people in certain parts of this country where they love the snakes because a certain part of the Bible said the
Yeah.
snakes this, and people just
know,
get lost in it, bro.
That guy says something he says whatever the Bible is silent on, we're supposed to be silent as well. And I don't think that's right. I think if there was stuff that's hidden from us, we have a right to know.
Whatever
Especially
the
when that-
Bible's silence on,
Yeah.
we're silent on as
I've
well.
heard
What does that
someone
mean?
else. Oh, I've
Yeah,
heard
I don't
someone
know.
else say that
Yeah.
where we should only focus on the stuff they wanted us to learn, but that leaves out a whole bunch of stuff that could explain more of our history, and that's not fair for us. So I don't know. That's
Well, you know what, when
that's
I
a blind
see-
follower. I'm not a blind follower.
I knew that they left the book of
Put that on,
Enoch
brother
out.
Chris.
They left a lot of stuff out of that.
And
book,
when I
bro.
heard that, I
Yeah.
thought, why?
Enoch was a
Why?
prophet. Yeah.
You know,
and someone else
um,
said there was no black apostles. There was. Barnabas was one. Barnabas, I think he was from Ethiopia or somewhere in Africa, and there was Enoch. And
Well, I
they,
have
they
a feeling a lot of them were black back then, though.
well, they were.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
because they're in that area.
Yeah.
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 The biggest issue is APAC influence every. Yeah, APAC
Yeah,
is
yeah,
giving money
uh-huh.
everywhere, bro, everywhere, and they're the only ones that don't have to. In other words, they don't have to play by any of our rules, bro. But they all get our money. And then if you ask, oh, how dare you ask?
Yeah,
No, bro. Like, wait. At some point, it's like the people who are ignorant to what's going on in the world. That means everywhere, bro. Just like in slavery, I'm sure at some point everybody's like, hey, this is not right, bro. We're over here getting beat the hell down, this and that. It's the same thing with that. But what they do is keep you uneducated on the issue,
Yeah.
and that way you can just keep blindly following,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. They don't want you to have the full story. It's just like when you're in high school. Do you ever remember? Like I'll never forget when they told me Christopher Columbus discovered America. And I'm like, wait, teacher,
Yeah.
there was whole civilization of Native Americans. What did he do? You mean he landed here? No, he discovered it. No. How does he discover when people are living here?
Yeah.
The whole city's built
Well,
here.
I'm gonna discover your truck tonight, man.
Hotline.
I'm gonna discover your Jeep tonight, fucker.
Caller, you there?
What's up, fellas?
What's
Who
up?
on house in the house?
How's Mike?
What's up?
How's
Talk to us, Mike.
What up, man?
Nothing, bro. I'm trying to fucking go viral and find me an ICE agent.
This fool.
No, I mean, I'm pretty aggressive.
Hey, I'm gonna start yelling, American Cholo, help me.
Right here, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on, though, Mike?
No, just calling, just tapping in real quick on my way home from work.
That's right,
Hey, I
bro.
was gonna see if you tap in on these gas prices, bro. How you think these suckers are gonna go up?
Well, supposedly they're
And
supposed to
how
go
high
up
they were you?
Right?
like a
Oh, on the
65
first.
cents, bro.
Yeah, the 1st of July.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
pay
we got a
for
new
electric
tax.
vehicles, bro. Another tax coming to California. That's what we need to make California great again, bro. More taxes. Jesus.
I'm gonna get me a bicycle.
Right?
Yeah, I tried ordering one from Amazon. I thought it was gonna get like $400 and $200 for delivery, bro. Come on.
600 total with delivery.
Just go to a bike store.
I start hanging out on Boo Boo and rolling the back of his Harley if
There
you
you
don't mind.
go. It's always $19 a week for my gas tank, eh? That's back and forth to her. That's 26
How's
miles
Mike
one
in the
way.
back? Homie,
Hell
homie, homie,
yeah,
by the
dog.
waist, carnal.
Hey,
It'll be like Dumb
literally
and
and
Dumber. All
physically,
these
bro.
dudes.
What's that?
I said literally and physically, I got his back.
We're gonna be like Dumb and Dumber. I'm gonna be like, just go, man, just go.
Hey, when it gets cold, I'll just pee on you.
Yeah, just go. Damn.
Let's try to go back.
All right, fine.
All right, hey, Josh. I just wanted to call that base with you, Booze, real
That's
quick,
right,
bro.
that's right.
Keep listening on this.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Looking out, man.
Hey, that's hey,
All right,
but
bro.
what happened to the Diddy thing? We lost interest in that.
No, Diddy, the trial is
Still going.
they arrested the prosecution. I want to say they're gonna arrest too. The defense says they're not calling anybody in.
Why
bro.
they stopped covering it on the news? I mean,
Because it's not exciting no more.
It's just like what I said with the immigration. It just goes away and
Yeah.
then, you
No,
know, like,
I saw it today. It's still, but it's because you got Iran. You got a bigger picture. Like it's like this. Have you heard anything about Ukraine?
No.
no.
Since they moved on, the war's still going on. But if this happens to die down, they'll go back to Ukraine. Have you heard anything about Gaza?
No.
Same thing, but it's still going on.
Okay.
But to me, it was crazy how they were saying they wanted to do a ceasefire in Iran. I said, "What you guys do a ceasefire with Gaza, bro? Why? Because they're winning.
Right?
Think about it.
No,
They're-
what they're doing is blowing the hell out of everybody.
Oh, they
And
destroyed
women and
that place,
children.
bro.
And everyone's just talking about it. And meanwhile, it's still going down, and they're opening up settlements in the West Bank, which has nothing to do with Gaza.
Hey, so do you guys believe in this? And I don't know what it's called, but like a couple of days ago, I went to my mom's house and I went to go fix some kind of thing on her closet, right? So I'm going through Home Depot, and where the thing was at was close to the appliance sections. And I'm walking through the appliances. I'm looking at the fridge. I said, "Damn, it's been a while since I came in here. Look at these fridges and that." Well, just real quick thought.
They're nice,
yeah.
Real
They're
quick
nice.
thought, right? This was on Saturday. I went to her house. Yesterday, my fridge breaks, bro.
That's crazy.
Time for a new fridge.
Yeah, I got a guy go out and to see if I need a new one. He's like, "Nah, this fridge is done, bro."
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, what happened?" I said, "It's because I looked at those other fridges." It's because I looked at those other.
You look at another woman, and this woman said, "Fuck you," and took off. Hey, fucking broke down.
Do you think the energy of the world does that to you, bro?
Yeah,
It does.
yeah,
It
it
does.
does. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It does, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
in karma too. So
Oh,
sometimes
karma,
be
I believe
checking
in
myself,
karma,
or I'll
bro.
go like this, you know, like
No, karma
Yeah,
will
I
get you, bro. Fuck, I believe in that,
That was
shit
fridge
really
karma,
bad.
fool. The
Yeah.
fridge,
Fridge
what you
karma?
think?
Hell
Look
yeah.
at another one. Yeah, that was
it's
fridge.
gonna be about $3,000 for a nice fridge.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
You get a good, you get regular one
Yeah.
for like $700.
Yeah, no, I saw a decent one for like $1,700, bro. That's all we need.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna go with that. You're gonna
that's what I'm
go
going
$3
with.
grand. You're
No,
gonna have the
no.
little computer right
Hotline,
there.
hotline.
Cracking, Gil.
What's going on, homeboy Manuel?
Yeah, fool.
See, phone.
Hey,
You know him now, huh?
What's going on, brother? Talk to us.
I think it's I think it's important to not equate Israel with Judaism
For sure.
because Israel, just like FYI for people that might not know, the people that live in Israel, they're claiming Judaism for convenience. They don't really follow Judaism. They're secular people that were born into people that converted to Judaism over time. So if you see like Nazi Germany, before they exterminated or they sent Jewish people to a concentration camp, they had the Havara Agreement where they agreed to send Jewish people from Germany and Europe to Israel. And these were mostly like elite Jews that were like connected to the Rothschild family. But I think it's just important just to keep that in mind so that we don't label all Jewish people as part of Israel, because most of the protests here in the United States are young Jewish people and a lot of older Jewish people as well. So I just want to throw that out there.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
that's
we
true.
say that, no, yeah, it's the Zionists that seems like they be pushing up there all kind of stuff and trying to make us fight their wars, bro. And luckily, we come to a phase in America that
But
we can
doesn't-
say that.
But there's a question. I mean, no, it's a real simple question. Are you Jewish or not? Doesn't matter if you're from Israel or here. Are you a Jew or are you not a Jew?
Yeah, but that's not that. No, that
I mean,
goes. That,
But
that's
not all Jewish people
yeah,
even
that-
like what's going
not,
on.
Not
over
all
there.
Jewish people
No,
are
but what
Zionists.
he's saying, you have to separate the Israel people from Israel. And
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
You're right. But if they say they're Jews, they're
in a
Jews.
way, Matt is kind of right though, because since they're claiming
Yeah.
Judaism, unfortunately,
Yeah, look at it
they're claiming Jewish supremacy, which is basically white supremacy,
So
because they
it's
want
like
an all Jewish state.
So they want the benefits of
So
being
in a
Jew
way,
when it
it's-
works for them, and then they want to complain when Jews are doing something that they don't agree with. You either are a Jew or you're not. You know what I mean? You're not.
Hey, all right, Kamlan, have a good one.
But there's a big
Well,
chunk of Jewish people later, brother. There's a big
Hey, have a
chunk-
good one, Kamlan.
You too, man.
You
All
too,
right.
There's a big chunk of Jewish people that protest that are against Zionism. Zionism,
Yeah.
I think, is the problem. The problem is that they just want to.
Well, I think they're also Jewish. They're just like the fanaticals.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
okay,
Well,
but
the
let me give
ones
you-
that
let
the
me-
ones that don't like what's going on,
Well, let
the
me give you-
Zionists will say, "Oh, you're just a self-hating Jew."
Well, let me give you a controversial comparison. Like for us white boys in jail, you got white boys that believe in white supremacy. You got Nazis, or you got just Woods. Pecker Woods are just proud to be white. I'm just happy to be white. I mean, I hate you. Don't mean I'm better than you. That's like me. But so there's people that like the Zionists are like the supreme ones, and then you got the ones that are like
Hotline.
Cholo, what's up? This is JR.
What's up, JR? Where are you calling from, JR?
Hey, I'm coming from Mexico, Zacatecas to be
That's
exact.
right. Yeah.
Arriba Zacatecas, cabrones. What's going
Yeah,
on, brother?
man, it's very very colonial over here. No, but you know what? I've been observing all everything that's going on with the protests, the war in Iran, and what you guys are speaking of. But I have a question, American Cholo, and it's like really like I'm like in shock. Why hasn't our people chosen someone to speak the proper way to the government? You know, someone like yourself, maybe. You know,
Because we're tearing
someone
Gil down.
Yeah.
Well, we're tearing
This is what
down.
I'm talking about, JR.
You
We
know?
need to get together and get someone to represent us right and know what the fuck we're doing before we even go speak to them.
Mm-hmm. But that's gonna be the hard part.
Exactly.
Yeah, but until we
Exactly.
try, ain't shit gonna happen.
Well, I've taken the steps. I've reached out to a platform. I've got a pre-interview on Monday with them, and then after that, hopefully
okay.
I go in studio because that's what I do behind the scenes. I'm making phone calls, trying to get on certain platforms, and I'm telling them, listen, man, you guys have yet to have anybody who represents us and can sit there and articulate what we're feeling, what's going on. Because most of the guys that are gonna show on screen are just gonna say F ICE, F Trump, F this. And
Yes, and no conversation.
But that conversation gets lost.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can get on some of these bigger platforms so they can start listening to somebody
Yeah.
like myself. But it's difficult, bro, because people. Well, you know what's gonna happen? This is what's gonna happen. Let's say I start going on some of these platforms. He ain't Mexican. He ain't speaking for me.
Yeah.
That's what it starts off with, bro.
That's what that
Yeah, but it
comedian was
doesn't even
saying.
have to do with fucking Mexicans
it
at this
does.
point.
Well,
It has to
No,
do with
exactly. Exactly. Boo-boo. At this point, it doesn't even matter what race it is, bro. We need
No,
someone
immigration.
just to
It's
be
about
upfront,
immigration.
you know?
Yeah, it's
I
about
can't believe what
immigration.
The blacks have them. The
Oh, yeah,
blacks have
many
them.
of them, many of
Every
them.
time they do a riot or somebody goes up to the court. Somebody goes out and speaks to the judges or whoever they got to speak with.
Represents.
They have them.
They
Why don't
represent.
we have them?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, hopefully on Monday I'll find out. Hopefully I'll go ahead and get the green light. I've done it before with them, so hopefully I get the green light to go on that platform. And that platform's a big platform, and hopefully we can get some more interviews from there on out because that's what we need. We need to convey the message of what's going on out there and try to explain it. Where we're out there attacking people and they're attacking citizens. They're attacking regular people, bro. Like, it's wrong.
That's not the way. That's not the way. That's like actually not the. That's the way not to do it.
Right.
Yeah, we're not going to go nowhere. Hey, shout outs to Matt. What's up, Matt?
What's cracking, dog?
Hey, just chilling. Hey, bro, I like your attitude, bro. You're good health.
Thank you,
And
brother.
Boo Boo, what's up with Boo Boo, and what's up with Dopey as well.
right,
Droopy.
And
that's right.
American Solo, thank
He
you
said
for taking
Dopey.
my call.
Called Dopey about five
I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Did I say Dopey?
Yeah, you said Dopey.
Droopy.
You said
all
Dopey,
good for now.
Sneezy,
It's
and
all
Doc, bro. Hey, we had a $2 super chat up there, Chris. Let's go before we lose it.
Hey, SOS best. We see you, girl.
Let's see where.
All right, I'm out. Hey,
All right,
thank you
brother.
for taking my call.
Arriba Zacatecas, cabrones. Later, brother.
Yes, sir.
Jorge Lujan Sr., $2 super
Sure.
chat. Appreciate you.
What's cracking? Prove. Love you, prove.
And then we had a big Raider Tommy in the building. What's up, Tommy?
Tommy, what's up? I seen that.
Great dome, dog.
I'm happy Tommy hasn't cut me off, bro. Tommy's cutting people off every day, and he's like, "Damn, just cut me off." People tag me. Well, here you go, American Cholo. Me and Tommy are good. fool.
hell yeah.
You know,
Tommy's a
Brother,
good
one thing you
motherfucker
said
right
about
there.
Getting on the bigger platform, right?
Yeah.
I feel like just us, all the people we know in our little fucking neck of the woods over here in our world. If we were all to come together, people would recognize. Bigger platforms would recognize.
Bigger platform would not recognize, bro.
Oh yes, they would. Oh yes, they would.
I don't think so because bigger, like when I'm talking about, I'm talking like some nice chunk, like a CNN's gonna look at us like, nah, there's a bunch of cholos. NBC, oh no, there's a bunch of cholos. Fox News, no. It's not. That's something you just gotta kind of going little by little. I mean, we could use the numbers to try to
Numbers, man.
get in touch with somebody or something like that. But
That's what I'm talking about. Just like I said, the people in our little, genre here and everything, and think about all the people we know.
No,
you know what I mean? If everybody was to start pushing this, bigger people would see it. They would recognize it. And then maybe we could get our shit together and get something done. Because if not,
you get that picture?
ain't shit gonna happen.
love this.
We'll be doing this whole
The view's so
immigration
nice.
thing in like 4 years again.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, this immigration thing is not going away anytime soon. I doubt it. This fool's in it for the long haul, and I just think it's about pushing the message. Like right now, the one that's going like pretty viral is the one with Narciso, the dad that has 3 Marine sons.
Oh, get
I
my
just
beat
heard about that
down,
today.
man.
That was crazy. See, I
Yeah,
don't
they're
like seeing
sucking
that
them
shit,
up and all
man,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Chicken Wang, let's talk about. I watched a couple of videos. Didn't I send some to our group
What?
chat where it talks about the difference between us and like Mexico and what they do with their border policies?
Well, they're not playing over there.
Oh no, they want.
They're not
You
playing.
seen one of their rallies?
Bro, right now they're trying to get.
puro Tijuana, and it's like everybody else get the fuck
Yeah,
out. You know what I mean?
I don't know if
We're
a lot
gonna
of
fuck
people.
you up and get you
I
up.
wonder if a lot of people know that. Like I was watching this thing. I think it's like right now they're going out with the El Salvadorians or the.
Yeah.
Some of them are coming over in force and they're fucking man.
I think
bro.
they're
They're
old
like, get
videos.
out.
Are they old?
I think so.
They are old.
But,
They're not
okay.
that old, but they're not
Yeah.
like right now neither.
But when people
It
bring
was when they were doing the caravans. I'm
when,
sorry.
when
Yeah.
people bring that up, it's very simple. But this is America.
Yeah.
And I get people like I definitely understand like people's frustration, and they're absolutely right to be frustrated like that. But still, this is America, and to me, yeah, you should be deporting people. I'm not saying no, you shouldn't be. It's
the way you're doing it.
You shouldn't be going after productive immigrants, bro. People who are like that guy.
Yeah.
He was working.
He was Gardner. He had his weed whacker.
He was guarding at some restaurant or something,
Yes.
right? And they said, "Oh, he attacked." No, he's an old scared guy. He's like, "What the hell?"
What the hell?
He wasn't like they act like he had a
Okay.
chainsaw and he was fucking.
Can I
with
be
the
the devil's
chainsaw.
advocate? Can I do
Chainsaw.
Well, here's the thing. I know what you're gonna say because
Do
he
you?
ran, right?
No,
and
that's
we
not-
all
that's not what
say
I'm
when you
saying.
run from the cops, you get your ass.
Well, yeah,
kicked.
there's that, but
We're
there's also.
criminals. This
Yeah,
dude's not.
not, yeah.
This
No.
dude was running because he's scared, and his kids are Marine.
Yeah, but check yourself.
and they can
Oh,
see that.
I know.
Damn, look at my gray hair, fool, in the camera.
Great hair.
Three
He
of
had
them.
one little one.
Yeah.
Look. Now this is just. Now I'm just playing
It's like a
devil's advocate
renegade
because
coming
somebody
out the
has.
side of his head.
Somebody, I'm the guy that says the shit that we shouldn't say. Gil, that
I'm
don't
trying to tell them.
Gil, that doesn't- it looks like
Oh,
you're,
yeah, yeah.
Gil, stop,
We're
stop.
doing the Trump dance, bro.
Oh yeah, who's gay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you pointing at me?
Oh, we know you're not gay.
All right, so go ahead.
Anyway, so the
Yeah, time's up.
okay, so one of the questions that I hear, and I've been now I don't please.
Oh, Jesus, get to the fucking point.
Nobody hate me. Don't send me hate mail. But the
He's still
question,
not getting to the
the
point.
question is,
Shoot it, fool.
well, these people that are working, why do they wait so long to even try to begin the process to get the citizenship? Some of these
Well,
people
no
are
one's
30
going
years
down there right now.
Well,
I'll
no,
tell
but
you
I'm
that.
saying, look, so one of the
You know?
questions you hear from like other people is, like me, I don't want nobody getting deported. That's fucked up. Half my friends are family, people's couches I lived on. I love these people. But then you have to, when you come back to rational society and normal thought process, you remove the anger and the fear and all the stuff that's we're all going through right now. A normal question from someone like, let's say my dad.
Yeah.
Well, why did Jose wait 30 years to even
Because he got comfortable and no one was pressing him.
And now,
He wasn't being
and
pressed.
people are like, and now it's let's burn buildings for this. And it's like you've had 30 years.
No, but
But we're just asking, like, well,
no, and that's
It's a-
and that's
a valid
and
question.
that's-
Yeah, it's a valid
it's
question.
a definitely valid question.
Yeah.
But that's the answer. They got comfortable because
Yeah.
so many administrations just kept kicking it down the road, and it was like no big deal. However, you should not give them a life sentence.
No, I agree.
And that's what they're doing. They're deporting people. That guy has 3 kids in the Marines.
Yeah.
He's been here since the
Yeah,
90s.
he has.
Doesn't have a record. Like that kind of person, you're supposed to have some kind of rational thinking. We're like,
No.
this guy's not like this guy.
Yeah.
And they're
you could see it.
They're grouping them all into.
Yeah, 'cause you're a criminal.
Yeah,
that guy's not-
with the Agua killer.
yeah, you're saying you're going for criminals. I'm sorry, but Jose doesn't look like a criminal.
Yeah, Jose's only
that's
crime
what
was
we're all mad
coming
about.
in.
And like my parents who run a restaurant, they haven't been able to run it all week. I think because
Yeah.
their employees
So-
aren't even coming to work.
Phone
now.
call.
Hotline.
Yeah.
What's cracking, homie?
Big
Word.
Hey, fuck you, Raider Tommy. He just unfollowed me.
Hey,
There you go.
Yeah.
What's going on?
hey, the ICE ain't trying to fucking deport Raider Tommy, that big motherfucker, dog. They're gonna have to fucking carry that fool on a fucking.
Nah, but shout out to Raider Tommy, bro. He's been
Shout out to Raider Tommy,
frontline
he's a
using his
homie.
platform and going out there, dude.
That's
One
right.
love, homie.
Yeah.
What's going on, though?
No, I
You
just,
talk to us,
you
man.
know me, shoot the shit, you know what I mean? Hey, remember last week when you had the homeless from Santana over there?
Yes, sir.
You know, I told you about that mayor fool.
Yeah, I seen that, bro.
Was it Cudahy?
Come on, what I tell you, homie?
Yeah. I seen. No,
You know what I mean?
the mayor from West Indies also gained some major heat from Santana because he is it she or he?
It's a she. The one in Cudahy is from a she.
Oh no.
No, the one in Santana.
Yeah, you know which one I was
It's,
thinking? I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the one from Ontario that just made the headlines, bro.
No, that fool. So they did. They had a city Santana a meeting, right?
Right.
And they did the pledge of allegiance. Everyone stood up, and he's the only one that fucking didn't even stand up. And you know what I mean? It's like I ain't a leader, homie. You know what I mean?
No,
I tell us about
no.
those. You're fun. That fool's a fucking. He's just he. You know what it is? He wants to defund the police. You know what I mean? He wants to defund everything, dog. But yeah, he wants to fucking put these fucking in Santana. If you're they have a renters for if you're LGBT whatever member,
Right.
you get you get renters assistance, homie. And he pushed that.
Oh yeah, that
Over-
one. Yes.
You know what I mean? He pushed all that before he came and pushed for his own people. So the sad thing is that now he's out there protesting, but yeah, he pushed something that benefit a different group that didn't even benefit his people.
Yeah. That's
You know what I mean?
that's what
So
happens,
it's
bro.
kind of, and that's why I tell these fools, like, man, you can't just follow someone just because, you know, they put their fist in the air and they think that, you know,
Yeah.
they're making it look like there's someone, but it's like, come on, you got to do your background
No,
check.
that's a
homie.
great
You got
point. That's a
to run a
great
make
point.
on the fool, dog, you know, like,
Run the
at the homies,
Run the art.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
why support someone that's pushing a different agenda, but now that what's going on now he wants to benefit from it because now it kind of, he could use that platform. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's like, man, I told you about this from the get-go. That fool's a straight lame, homie. You know
There
what I
it
mean? I
is.
mean,
There it is.
you know, but hey, fucking, it's good to see all you fools together, homie. You know what I mean? No one got,
Thank
no one got,
appreciate that.
no,
Looking out.
I
you know,
appreciate you, Art,
no,
man.
no one got deported. You know.
Not
So-
yet.
Hell nah, not yet.
Not yet. They're after Boo Boo, though. They're after Boo Boo.
They're after Boo Boo Bro Shop.
All right.
Hey, I don't know, dog. I've been working, homie. I've been seeing a lot of homies working. I mean, Rasa. I mean,
For
I don't know what it is, dog. I mean, people. Some fool told me yesterday, oh, hey, fool, you need to watch out, fool, because your skin. I go, fool, you're a lame, homie. You think like that, dog? Get away from me with that shit, homie. You know what I mean?
right.
Fuck.
All right,
You know
big
what I
Art, I
mean?
appreciate
Hey,
your phone
fool,
call
you cool,
there.
dog. All right, then,
All right,
homie.
that's
All
right.
right,
Thanks.
Hey, Smiley answered my question. I think he said what I was talking about. He said, "No, go down." Oh yeah. People can't fix their papers because the law says they have to leave from 8 to 10 years. What does that mean? They
Yeah,
can only
and
be
it's
here
not
for
realistic
What he's
for people.
talking about right
Yeah,
now.
sometimes they do.
Oh,
They
he's
make you
talking about this
support for
guy?
a while. Yeah, no,
Oh.
just in general.
Or
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was a year. They were doing it this.
Erwin Antione.
What up?
I can't see it now that you picked it up.
$19. Thank you.
Keep up the good work, guys. Keep asking tough questions. We need these
Yeah.
exchanges of dialogue. I appreciate you, my man. Go back and look at
Looking out,
little Don right there. I mean,
Little Don.
little right there. Go down, Chris. Right there. Little Don, Mexican foods trying to normalize being illegal. No, there's
Not at all.
we're trying to give the right justice for the crime, bro. And to sit there and give somebody out of the country for life, no, that's not justice.
No.
Hotline.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
We're good. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Hey, Jacob. How you doing?
We're doing good, brother. Why you sound like an underwater, bro? You got me on speaker, huh?
No, I be on Bluetooth. My bad about
All right, yeah, get the
My Jeep does it too. I can't
I'm at work.
yeah, get the.
Yeah, it does.
I'm at work at Coca-Cola, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
man, we need some Coke
Still
Zeros
Mark,
over here.
still
We need a
Mark.
new sponsor.
We need some Coke Zeros over here, fool.
Yeah.
Or Baldwin Park.
We're
What's going on, though,
over
brother?
here.
Talk to
in
us.
We're over here in Rancho Cucamonga.
All
That's right,
that's
brother. That's right. So what's up, Jacob? Talk to us.
No, I was listening to groups, and I do agree what he's saying too, because I mean, I know I'm gonna get pushed back or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, there's people that do it for 30, 40 years, and not once they did anything to get their citizenship.
Right.
Which I know it takes time, but 30, 40 years, like you're complaining now, like you've been here 40 years and you didn't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I know it's my people too, but we got to take accountability of what our people do too. You know what I mean? Like my grandfather said, they came over here in 1965, but they got on it. They took accountability. They took care of business, and they all the things.
That's what I would say. That's kind of what I was getting at. I wasn't trying to I was just trying to ask that tough question because my other homeboy Lonely, his boss is Armenian, and he responded to us the other day when we were at his work, and he was like, you know, I said this last week. I think the Persians, the Hindus, the Indians, the Chinese, the Middle Easterners, they come and they have their papers done like immediately.
Yeah, but
they jump
they're
on it.
coming to legal.
No, they
way.
come illegally too.
Yeah, they get on it.
It's just a difference of I guess some people get comfortable and they put working over. I don't know.
It's what it is.
It's a difficult topic.
It's a difference in culture, bro.
Yeah.
It's a different culture because
Exactly.
Mexico
Maybe,
and the
There's
countries
a lot of
are so
reasons
close
why.
to it that they feel comfortable, and especially since no administration has been doing anything, so it's kind of like this how business works over here. You come over here, you stay below the radar, you don't commit no crime. You're going to be good. And that was always the rules for the last 30 years, right? So now the rules have changed. We have to also kind of change the rules for people who have been here for 20, 30 years. Should they have to report? Yeah. Should they have to pay a fine? Yes. But should they have to be held in a detention center in
Downtown LA?
Texas or somewhere else where they want to ship them out of the country? That's harsh punishment for somebody who all their crime is coming over the border 30 years ago.
which is an infraction.
I've been paying taxes the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's like Drew said too. At the same time, naming off, Indians or Pakistan, whoever came from other countries, they took care of business. They don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, they did it
took
right
care of
away.
As soon as they got here, you know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. I know. It's a tough question. Hey, Drew, you're right about it. It's a tough question to ask, but that's a question we have to ask. We have to ask so we can get answers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big Jacob,
I mean, but that's where I'm coming from. But
Chris
guys have a good one.
All right,
Hey,
brother.
well meant to
I was
take-
going to say we can't ignore the fact that there's no due process for these people.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
True,
That's
too. And then
But-
fear
but
has a
too-
lot to do with it.
But,
too.
but if you're
You
coming
know?
from China and you get deported, like for you to come back, it's probably not going to happen because it's so expensive to come back from somebody from China.
Well, that's what it does.
Versus us, the border's only maybe 100 miles away,
Right.
And then if you get deported before Trump, you get deported. What'd you do? You just walk back
Hey,
across.
How many
it wasn't no
homeboys
big
you
deal.
had that get
you know?
deported?
Yeah, and they
had
come
a
back.
License. And,
Yeah.
and once they get out, we drive down there. Here,
Yeah,
here
and
you
we
go.
pick 'em.
Here's your license. Let's
For
go
sure.
home.
And they come
You know,
back.
That's been going on for years.
Yeah, it was so easy for us to come back and forth across that border. So maybe that's why it was.
El Salvador was 20 racks or no? Oh yeah, bro. Hotline.
Hey, see, what's up, gentlemen?
What
What's going
up?
on,
What
brother?
up?
You will. Yeah, so I was gonna speak on that subject of the 7 million for the chimps and the 1 million for the.
For the chunks.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
though. We're first and
Yeah,
foremost. You know what I mean? That's some bullshit.
Okay. Who do you got, brother? You got the chips or the chumps, bro?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Like you said, I think the more that we push this information onto the people, hopefully they finally open their damn eyes, because that's the thing. You can't think, like, if you've never been around money like that, you can't think of numbers in regards to money. In regard to your own pocket, you know what I mean? Like, you got to think of it like the way that they think of money, and in most cases, like, a lot of lawyers. That's why a lot of times when they develop a good case against somebody and they have like a bunch of shit that makes them look bad, what's the person that they want to do, bro? They're either going to want to settle
Yes.
before going to an embarrassing court thing that's going to drag on, or. And then obviously the deposition, but you could always settle before you, even after the deposition, before going to court. So a lot of times, like, they'll try to play the pobrecito card, like bust a 50 cent, and act like they're broke when they really ain't. And a lot of times we might settle like, oh, well, they said they're going to give us $50K, but a lot of times that's maybe like less than 10%
It's
of
just
what
like
they could actually
like
afford.
the insurance companies. They're gonna lowball you, but they know, like, a lot of us have never seen that kind of money. So off the top, like, $1 million, and I'm like, fool, I see the kind of houses these fools be building, bro. Like,
Where'd that $1 million go anyway?
it's gonna go to probably to lawyer funds to help
So
some of
what
the.
lawyers? Do we even have lawyers
They
that are
have
here to represent?
there is there's a bunch of organizations.
We
that
have
do-
him on the show.
Yeah, we actually did have one on the show. There's a bunch of organizations, but that's the thing. We're thinking low. We're not thinking like you're saying their money. I am because I know what they're doing, bro. I'm like, that just tells you $1 million for us. They gave 7 to the chimps. Like that means absolutely not. And they gave 100 million to the Palisades fire. That means these guys just bought the Lakers for $10 billion.
They got
have
money.
a huge amount of
they got-
money,
they got a huge
and
amount.
we're shortchanging ourselves because we're like, they gave us $1 million. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
But
bro.
see, like,
no.
And yeah, Simon, at the very least, a tax write-off. Like this fool, like after the monkey thing, there ain't no excuse, dog.
Yeah.
There's no excuse, dog.
Hey, but that's
Hey, you want to keep it up. I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to shine a little more light on that.
brother. All right, we got 1999 super chat.
Fish Slayer.
Mr. Fitchler, SoCal. Well, fellas, the jobs next to our shop got hit with all undercovers and cars. Took at least 8 guys from what I've seen. 2 of them guys were telling ICE, I was born here, and they still took them. What the fuck is crazy? I witnessed it. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
That is taking away not just due process from them, from American citizens, bro. And that's why I was calling out
stereotyping.
the rednecks and the white boys and the hillbillies, and I say that respectfully as hell. You
rednecks.
guys hate the federal government coming in and fucking putting their noses into your guys' business, but yet you guys are okay with the federal government running around the streets and just fucking picking people up.
Yeah.
That goes against every code that the militias and everything have. So you got somebody on the hotline there? Hotline.
Just sent you guys a text with like a map where ICE agents are hanging out and shit.
What was that? One more time?
I just sent you guys a text to your hotline.
Okay.
Cause like those stupid ICE agents from the second Hitler. That's like people. I know, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Because my son's autistic and he's like in a day program, so we're Mexican. So they checked that thing I sent you, and that's where the ICE agents are at.
All right, we're gonna check it out right now. Thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you.
So yeah.
And who's
no worries.
speaking?
Christina, Droopy's homegirl.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
What up,
Appreciate
what
that.
up?
Yeah, I've known him since we were kids.
That's right.
You're little boys. He had hair.
Aw.
Since I had him.
Aw.
Appreciate that.
Now he's
He was
Mr.
so
Clean.
innocent. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, late. Hey, Hit Hard Inc. $13 super chat. Appreciate that.
Chicken wing.
Want to move that hand out the way? Oh. Cuba, Big Gil, Chris, Boo Boo, Droop, and Mohawk Man. 100% city minds, fellas. Full boast from the city of Cordon.
right.
Appreciate
That's
that,
right.
man.
Thank you.
So, what was the link she sent you over there, Chris? She said she texted to the number.
She said like where all the ICE people are hidden or some shit.
Yeah, but that thing on the job sites, if somebody's working, bro.
Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, but you know what? To the people, las que no saben, stay still, don't talk. If it's scary, bro. It's like those movies where you like this and the animal. They say the animal can only hear you, but it can't see you.
Yeah.
So this is one guy. I don't know if you've seen him. He was there texting during a podcast and was ignoring everybody that was.
You had me in. I was like, who? And you fucking looking right at him. I'm like, who?
No. So there was this one guy.
Sure, Rainer Tommy didn't unfollow me. Fucking fag.
Hey, there was this guy on at a car wash, and this lady just happened to go in there and starts telling him in Spanish, "Don't say anything, don't speak to them." And he's holding like a jug of some kind of solvent, right? And he's like, and the guys are trying to talk to him, and he didn't say anything, and she's jamming him up. And then after that, you know what they did, bro? Just walked past him, and they started walking.
No
they
shit.
they grabbed the other 2 guys.
So
they
statewide?
grabbed the other 2 guys and left. This is what they're doing. They're running up in these places on purpose. If you run, probable cause. One.
Yeah.
If you speak, I hear an accent, probable cause. If you just stay still, and I saw another one. They hit a Home Depot. Go ahead. Hotline. They hit a Home Depot, and this couple compas right this, and they just fucking walk right past it.
What up? What
It's
up?
like the 90s with
So you
crash.
got-
You
yeah.
don't reach for nothing. You
What's up, homie? This is Apple from Charlotte, brother.
What's going on, brother? Talk to us, man.
Not much, man. Just wanted to let you know that I love the program.
Thank you.
Nice.
Mohawk, what's up, dude?
What's cracking, bro?
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
I was
brother.
gonna say that I feel you on that. On doing, not spending your money on places. Just let us know where. Fuck the Dodgers. Fuck who everybody who voted for Trump.
Damn, fuck you. Come on, American Cholo.
I know. You know what I mean?
Hey, he's got every right to say that, bro. I'll take it.
Where you live, Joe?
I'll take it, brother. Hey, but I appreciate you, my man. We're out here, just trying to spread the message, man, and hopefully people like yourselves will keep on tapping in and blessing the platform with your guys coming out just supporting us, man.
Oh yeah, bro. We marched that out here in Charlotte. We marched
Nice.
out here. We're not in LA, so but how fucking numbers tell it, say it all, man.
For sure, brother, for sure. Hey, man, I appreciate you, and the cause, homie. We're doing it for the cause. One love, my man.
You guys have a good night, and fuck Bama.
Let him cook.
Yeah, shots fired. Oh yeah.
Oh, we got to beat him. We got to beat Bama against Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Going down.
I'm surprised Bama ain't around today, bro.
I was gonna say he's listening. I'm sure.
You think he's listening somewhere?
Man, come on, Bama. Use your damn line. Let me cook.
Let me cook. HLR, $2 super chat. Appreciate that. The Dodgers make an estimate $10 million per game.
Are you serious? You think that's real? Even on the regular season?
I seen a whole breakdown. How much they make off the fucking hot dog.
Yeah.
How much they make off the
How much those beers are, bro?
Shit.
Beers
I
are
know.
like fucking
Fuck,
$24, $27 for
How
a
much is a
beer.
Dodger dog?
Fuck, probably like $10 now. I haven't been there in a while, bro. But yeah.
To me, it's like this. With especially with the Dodgers, it's about respect. In America, it's about respect. We do not. We as Latinos in America do not have the respect in this country, bro, because we're the ones that can be talked down upon. We're the ones that are getting ran up on. Like we're straight, like we just done stole something, bro.
Yeah.
And all the guy's doing is working and taking care of business. Somebody, oh well, he's illegal. Like just it's one small thing. Like all of a sudden, one stupid infraction, and I can beat the hell out of you. Like they're beating that old man down on the ground.
Like if he murdered somebody, like he did a felony,
come on.
and it's an infraction.
It's
Less than a ticket.
It's an infraction,
Yeah.
bro. It's an infraction, but that's what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on in the super chat, man. Let's see.
Oh, that was the super chat.
Oh, that's super chat right there. What else we got in the comment section here, Chris? Oh, hey, where'd you go, Boo Boo, this weekend, bro? Was this
Oh,
weekend?
I went to Born Free,
Where was it at?
Irvine.
Irvine.
Thousands and thousands of
It's in
people.
like the backwoods behind Irvine, yeah.
Yeah. It's like if you're going up to Cook's Corner. I don't know if you
Cook's
anywhere
Corner,
been
right
out
past
there.
Cook's
You went on the
yeah.
Bicla or what?
Yeah. Man, there was thousands, at least a good 5,000 people there on bikes.
shit.
Yeah, man. I got recognized probably about 3 or 4 times.
That's right. What did they
Yeah,
tell you?
yeah. Hey, boo, was that you? Like, hell yeah, that's right. You know.
It's the beard.
Yeah, right. It's coming back. I'm coming back. I'm back.
We need to measure that
Back,
thing. We need
you
to
know?
measure that thing.
So yeah, but no, man. It was a good show, bro. It was a really
So,
good
so what
show.
is it, like a lowrider type show?
A Harley show.
For
Bikes, all Harleys. That's it.
What do they like a lowrider thing? But they
No,
put
no.
it-
Everybody just parks and they just have like a bunch of vendors. You know.
Okay, so it's
It's
just
a motorcycle enthusiast. Like,
Yeah. They just got a bunch of vendors of different motorcycle
and
parts and stuff like that.
Joe
Yeah.
works at the
Yeah,
shop. Joe
yeah.
went the day before you.
Joe's
Okay.
whole club goes.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
parts, clothing. all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
good stuff?
exactly. You know, just pop ups.
Do any of the motorcycle fucking?
Oh, they go, but they tell you
can't
no
wear
colors.
They won't let
No
them wear
colors.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
it is?
so I seen a few
Well,
the Mongols there, and
I think the big
some
three,
of
the big three can't wear colors. The smaller clubs like Joe's can.
But they're
Really?
1%.
Yeah, it just says no colors at all. So
Really?
nobody.
Yeah,
I didn't see
don't
anybody
think
wearing them.
anybody-
When I was
don't think
there with
anybody wear colors.
I was there with Mo before we got divorced,
Uh-huh.
and they had a sign: the big three are not allowed. The smaller clubs.
Yeah.
But you didn't see any colors over there.
No, I didn't see nobody with colors. Not even soft colors.
I can't see him
you
saying
know?
just you guys can't.
Yeah.
You guys
They
can't.
did a couple years ago.
You were there?
Yeah, with Mo before Mo
Yeah.
passed away. She took me there. I hated it.
Yeah.
How about
Couldn't stand it.
so with the swap meet, man?
Man, it was empty on
So I
Friday
guess
on
we ain't
Sunday.
going, huh?
Yeah, I don't think
He's
we're
not
going.
here.
It was empty on Sunday, man. I see some of these podcasters that go up, and man, there was like nobody there.
We're supposed to go this
really?
Sunday. No, that's what
Yeah,
we're scheduled
30th.
for?
Yeah, this Sunday.
we're supposed to
Yeah,
go?
It's not happening, bro.
yeah, it's not gonna
That's
happen.
crazy because I had canceled my appointment at work too.
Yeah.
I'll fill it in.
Maybe we go off roading, bro. I got the tax for my Jeep. I'm ready to go, bro. That's why I
The
brought
one
it
you
up.
pulled up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go off roading.
So-
Maybe Azusa.
Yeah, so they're really boycotting over there. You know, they all got together. I mean, you got what, maybe
But they
2,000 people that go.
They got it off
You
social
know?
media, though. That's
Yeah.
what it is. They got
have
the
a
word.
big social media presence.
They got it off social media, and social media says we're not gonna go over there anymore.
Yeah, but we got social media. We can't put something together like that.
Well,
we
but
just have to
We're
feel like we
trying
have
to do something
haters.
a lot bigger than that, though.
Yeah, but Troopy doesn't want to do it. That's why. Because-
No, I see. Look, this is the thing. I'm with all of it. I'm with the protests. You know, just don't like start breaking shit. I'm with the. I think all needs to happen. Show them we're serious. Get out there, protest. But instead of half of us going, dog, what are you guys fucking doing?
Yeah, but you figure-
and then the other one's doing.
you
this,
figure if
we're
we
not
would've-
even on the same team.
If we were to jump in on this now, we already have all the swap meet fucking support because they're already in a group supporting each other.
That's good.
And then they would jump in with us, and then
and about
yeah,
10 million more people.
yeah.
but Drew,
Because there's that many of us here.
what you're gonna have to realize is that there's always gonna be a big chunk that's not gonna support. That's just something that Boo Boo already knows. That before we thought the
Well,
same
I
thing.
realize that. That's why you need more people to get together
Hotline.
to get more people to support.
Ah, shit is the one and only the bootleg Bama.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Hey, man.
Am I?
Hey, man, I'm over here in Alabama. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, man. I just fucked 5 white. Ooh, American Cholo. American Cholo.
What's up, bootleg Bama?
Hey, Boo Hawk Mac. Come
Yo.
on, man.
Come on,
Hey, man. I love the white girls. You know what I'm saying, man? You know that's how we do, man. We here in Birmingham, Alabama, man. But
I'm gonna let you.
I just want to, I want to say, man. I love my cousin, man. My cousin.
This
Oh,
Bama don't
man.
cook, he bakes, bro.
He microwaves. He's done with microwaves.
Hey, man.
This
Hey, man.
Timo
Hey,
Bama,
man.
bro.
Hey, American Cholo.
What's up, Boo Boo Bama?
Hey, I'm Mexican, man. Hey, Boo Boo.
What's up, man?
Why are you looking like an old roasted? Like you look like. But I'm gonna say it right there. I'm the real Alabama Mexican. You look handsome as fuck. You look handsome.
Oh yeah, I got hit on twice in this show.
I told you, baby. He's all looks, no brain.
Yeah, I'm like that hot blonde on the fucking show.
Hey, Mohawk man, if I was to run into you, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna stab me in my butthole.
Whoa. I'm not letting you cook no more. I'm not gonna let you cook, dog.
He's gonna put something in the oven, bro.
Man.
Jesus. What's going on?
Let me cook, man. Let me cook, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. My control is
No
my
sausage
second,
fest
man.
in this career.
Oh, yeah. Bama's gonna get you, fool. Bama's gonna get you, man. You got 10 seconds, bro. You got 10 seconds.
Hey, man.
Hit on him.
Hey, wait.
He got it. He did.
Hey, man. When Jenny 6 night, come on, man. Come on. Let me.
Bootleg Bama.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, he does it pretty good.
He does it
He
pretty
does it pretty good.
Hey, Bama's
Oh, yeah.
becoming worldwide, bro.
Yeah.
He's becoming famous out there, got He's like, wait.
What do you think he looks like?
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I picture him being a ginger.
I don't want to know, bro.
picture him
Because
being- No.
once you find out, it loses the whole
Yeah.
mystique.
Yeah, you know you're right.
It does. It loses the whole mystique. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hotline.
Caller. Bye.
Okay. Smiley East Los 499 super chat. Appreciate that, my man. After I experienced being stopped by ICE the past weekend, I can tell you they are profiling and treating even U.S. citizens like shit. Yeah, bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is not okay to sit there and not even just going after regular people, going after citizens and coming at you like that. Like him, he got stopped coming out of the market, bro. I'll be so pissed. But like I said, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be like, ¿Qué pasó? I want him to take me, bro.
You want to take it? You'll be gone for 2 days.
Yeah, hey.
That'd be like, cool. I got a vacation from work, dog.
A Dateline
Hell
special
yeah.
starring Gil.
Yeah,
I'll come
I'm gonna
back
hang
with-
out in the feds for a
I'll come
couple
back with the
days.
scoops, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'll come back with the
boy.
scoops. I'll be like,
Fuck that.
¿Qué
Huh.
pasó? And then
Yeah.
yeah, once I get over
Yeah,
there,
it's
fucking
fucking
idiots.
yeah.
They might lose me in the system. For a
Oh,
few
they
weeks.
will. They will just for harassing them.
It happened to me
Oh,
last
yeah.
time. That happened to me when I went to jail and they tried to deport me.
No shit.
When I walk, because they told me, they picked you up. Oh, Tejada, INS. I'm like, the fuck INS? So I go to the store, like, what you mean INS? So I don't know, bro. Roll your shit up. All right, fuck it. I roll it up. I go over there. It took me about, I was there for like 3 months waiting. And finally they called me up. They
Really? 3 months?
Yeah, they take me. They
3
take like
months?
they took like 5 of us in a bus or 6 or 7, and I was like the second to last guy, and every guy that was in there would take about an hour or something like that, right? I went there. I was out in 5 minutes, bro. And the fucking cops like, the fuck? What happened to you, dude? I had my paper right here, and there was a brother back there, and he's like Chris, bro. and I walk in, and they got you all shackled down, and then he's like, you know why you're here? I said, I don't know why. He's like, because I'm here to see if you can stay in my country.
What?
I had my citizenship paper, bro. I said, my mans, You couldn't even deport me for fucking life depended on it.
Yeah.
What? Man, get the fuck out of here. Kick me out?
Yeah.
I wasn't there for another 3 months. They lost my paper.
Of
course.
Past your release date?
No, not yet. Not yet. My release date was still hotline.
Moved it.
I just want. Hey,
Go ahead.
so I just wanted to say this.
All right, go ahead.
The like, you know, I think in LA down there,
Yep.
it's a whole like another section, and if you look in like, you know, the governor and everything, because I'm up here in the Central California. This
Right.
is all farmland,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still yet to see, you know, the so-called ICE come over here and
They're gonna get up there.
Well, they were just chasing one
They're gonna
today
get
on the
up there. They're
news.
just in
He was
LA
running.
right
He
now.
was running through the farm, and the two ICE agents were running after him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that might have been
those
Ventura or
videos,
something.
hey, but
That's
those
like
videos,
Oxnard.
One mic.
yeah, Oxnard, yeah, that's in down, but that's still down south.
Oh, okay.
So what are you saying that
Right.
they're not doing that up
What?
in the?
Central Cal.
They're not doing that in Central
In
Cal.
Central California, no, I see all the other rancheros, all the, you know, aquí están trabajando. The swap meets are open.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come here. I think it's
Not yet.
I have
in
a
my
feeling
opinion-
they're gonna make their way up
Yeah,
there.
they will. They're gonna go up there, bro. They're going. They haven't even hit like Frisco and all that yet. They're just hitting LA, but they definitely will.
Yeah. Well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know, but I think you know, Trump just gave Homan the power, but it's a, you know, it goes from top to bottom, right?
Yes.
And it comes to the ICE agents. What do you think the majority of the ICE agents, Border Patrol, are? Mexican, raza.
The Border Patrol, there's a good chunk, yeah, Raza,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and the ICE and the marshals, you know what I mean? But I think it's just the media and all these TikTokers and this and that. Like I seen an AI video where they on TikTok where there was it must have been in like Santa Barbara or whatever. You know, you guys
Right.
got the little fruit thing on the pican la fresa y todo eso, and like all these, you know,
Oh, I
they
see
just
that
start
one.
running hella fast.
Yeah, but
I'm like, bro, come on.
But the thing is this, a lot of the videos that you're seeing on TikTok and all that, they're real videos, bro. They're pressing up. Should ICE be running into car washes? Should ICE be running into gas stations? Should ICE be should ICE be running to Home Depot? It's like, no. I should be, if you want to go to the hood and pick up some gangbangers who you think they're slanging dope, get your money, bro. If you want to go after like people who you know are like cartel type shit, get your money. Those are the guys we voted for you to go in there and get. We didn't vote for you to go in there and get somebody's dad who's fucking cutting the lawn or
Got 3 Marines as kids.
yeah, bro, that's insane. Somewhere along the
Oh
line,
yeah, I agree with that. I'm a veteran too. I'm a veteran, like combat.
and that's wrong,
Afghanistan
bro.
veteran.
That's wrong. What
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing.
wrong as fuck.
And
But
that's
what I'm saying is, I think it's like the social media. It's just, you know, CNN's gonna put out whatever they put out. Fox gonna put out whatever the fuck they want. But at the same time, you know, I'm in the fields right here. Like, aquí están los paisanos. You know, they're still working and this and that. If they come up here, but I think I think of it. Put yourself in Trump, in his position. This is the least of his worries. He's more worried about, like, you know, the wars. You know,
well, it's the least of his worries because we don't have enough pull in the system to make
There
it,
you go,
to
right
make
there.
it his problem, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. We need to try to
That's
make it
what
his problem, but that's what it is. It's not hitting his radar, and that's what I'm telling people. We need to make noise to hit his radar, but by screaming, by doing that's not going to hit the radar. That's just more fuel to be like.
but
"See,
that
that's what
starts
we're gonna-"
local in your guys' community down there, up here, wherever.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
starts
What I'm
local.
talking
They're
about.
gonna
For
make it-
sure.
You know, you go right there and hey, Mayor Bass, you know,
Mayor
fucking-
Bass, she can't even get a hold of him.
Yeah.
She's not answering his calls, bro. She did. She
Yeah.
said she's dropped in. I don't know how many times. She's not answering her calls. She's 86, bro.
Yeah,
She's blocked.
but you got the Riverside the sheriff coming on,
Well,
right?
yeah, the sheriff's gonna come on, so somebody like that, and that's gonna be a huge part of the conversation, immigration, bro.
And you're making a bigger impact, Gil, than this. You know, Trump is freaking Trump. You know, he's
Yeah,
over here
yeah.
with dealing with Israel. By you doing that, if he comes on, dude, that's big.
Yeah, for sure, and he's coming
Yeah,
on. He's
and
coming on 2
you
weeks.
know, yeah, in 2 weeks. I seen your notification like 3 weeks ago. I told my wife like, oh shit, you got mayor.
So yeah, if
Yeah, I
Jack
got-
Bianco becomes governor, that'd be great, bro.
Yeah, the local community is what matters. Like
That's
more
right.
local.
All right,
You know, your local community.
you got 10 seconds, man.
Man.
Okay, man. All right, man. Damn it, you sit there for me, man.
Time to cook. It's time to cook.
Later, fool. Go cook.
Hey, hold on. Let me go. Let me cook, man. Hey, man.
Cook, man.
Later.
Over here, man. All right. All right, yeah, bro.
$2 super
man.
chat. That was the Timu Bama. Yeah, that was.
Everybody knows that, man.
Now,
man.
Harding.
So it kind of reminds me a little bit, not exactly, but right now how he was saying hasn't happened over there, right?
It's gonna get there.
It's gonna get there. It seems like these guys are actually listening. Like the Ice Agents listen to a lot of shit. They're like, all right, I'm gonna go hit over there. So last week, did I phone call? I'll get to it. I got a nice one here. Ontario Mayor. Go ahead, Chris. Hotline.
Gil's gonna cook right now.
Cook, bro.
What's up, Cholo?
What's going on? Who's this? Where you calling from?
My name's Javier. I'm from Downey, California.
You're from
right,
Downey.
Downey.
What's going on, brother? Rogers' hometown.
The Mexican Beverly Hills, if you guys don't know about it.
Ah, you see?
Mexican
Roger was
Beverly
trying to talk shit
Hills.
about it,
Yeah.
bro. What's going on, Donnie? What you got for us?
I'm just saying. But anyways, so I know that you, Cholo, like to talk a lot about, La Raza waving the American flag and all, right?
Yeah.
That we should be waving the American flag. We shouldn't be waving other countries' flags and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was at the 2006. I'm a 42-year-old man, born and raised in Los Angeles, California, Chicano. I was at the 2006 march, the Marchas Reformas, because there was some bill trying to pass, like they always do.
Yeah.
You know, back in.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen some of those.
You know who organized that one? The majority organized that big march that had over 500,000 people in Los Angeles.
Which one are you talking about? The one back then or the one now?
2006.
Back then.
2006.
No, I do not know.
Do you remember Piolín por la mañana?
Yes, I
Yeah.
actually. Oh, that's right. Yeah, for sure. El Piolín.
It's on the radio.
You know what Piolín?
Yeah, he still
you
did
know,
this thing.
It was him that did.
you know
that.
what Piolin's? You know what Piolin's main thing was?
What's that?
Waving the American flag and wearing white shirts.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And that's what people did.
And yeah, we're waiting.
Which line?
Are you saying it was a good thing, or was you think it was a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Has to be a good thing.
So you're with the fact? No, it's because it doesn't change nothing. It's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh.
It didn't change a damn thing.
Well, I believe today.
Whatever the way that,
Yeah, go ahead.
you see it as an optic, as far as like let's let these white Americans, because we're not going to just say Americans are just white. Let's let these European Americans, because that's what I'm gonna call them, because everybody has the hyphenated American thing. Let's let these European Americans that think they think that they're the main Americans, think that because we're not waving the American flag, we're not here like, oh, we're waving the Mexican flag and we're a bunch of invaders. They waved them, dude. 90% of the people that were there were waving the American flag and wearing a white shirt. There was 500,000 people on the streets of Los Angeles, one of the biggest concentrations of protest ever to happen in Los Angeles, and nothing ever changed. And they didn't see us any different.
Well, I don't think
They didn't see anything different. They were just like, just a bunch of that's what they call us. Just a bunch of wetbacks waving the American flag just to pass.
Well,
And nothing's changing. And nothing has changed.
Nothing's gonna change because we keep voting the same way when it comes to that. We're not holding any political party accountable, and like that party, of course, at the time was the Democrats too. Like, oh, they're gonna do this, and they don't. So I think it starts also at our.
Keep cooking.
I can't, bro. You're over here fucking making signs to this guy. Like,
I was trying to get Drew's attention. I'm waving at him.
I got something to say. I'm just waiting.
Trying to cook. I knew that's how I was trying to get your attention.
I'm sorry, Carl. This guy's over here.
I'm confused. I have no idea what's happening.
So just lay back, bro. Just lay back, bro. Here, take a time out. I think it's just a matter of, even on a local thing, bro. We keep voting the same old politicians in, and we gotta start like this next time around, right? We gotta start. What are you guys gonna do about immigration and hold them to it? Because what happens with us is we're gonna forget, bro. And that's what happens. And that's what politicians they bet on. They bet that these fools are gonna make some noise right now. And let's say regardless of what we wave, right? We're gonna make some noise right now. in 2 years when it comes time, we vote them in. In 2 years after that, we already forgot. We're off to the next game, bro. And that's usually what happens with us. We don't stick around for the long run.
But I don't think that Raza should stick to because a lot of Raza right now, we don't deal about this race politics. The only people that deals with race politics are the black is the black people, and I'm gonna tell you why. And you're gonna and you can look it up for yourself. Since I don't know, since the beginning, since maybe the 60s, black people have been voting Democratic for the last, and they've been voting 80-90% Democratic for the last, I don't know how many decades, right?
Right.
And nothing's changed for them. I hear you talk a lot about how we should follow with the black people, what they do, but the black people, the black community is not in a better position what they are now than what they have been before. 60% of the people on Skid Row, more than 60% of the community is black on Skid Row.
Yeah.
They're only 60%, 13% of the population, yet they commit over 50% of the crimes in America.
Yeah,
okay?
but I think to sit there and say, hold on, bro, to sit there and say that they haven't gotten better. They got much more political power. They've got much more movement than us than we've ever had. And the same thing, how you say, yeah, there's small population with the crime, but they're also a small population that have a lot more influence, much more than we ever had, bro. Much better represented
the government than we are. That's
in other words,
okay.
They're more respected. Let me tell you this: they're more respected than Latinos. I'll tell you that right now, because they would not be running up on African Americans the way they're running up on us, bro. And these are facts. You're not going to sit there and tell me that the African Americans would let their people get ran up the way we're getting ran up on.
No, I don't think it has nothing to do with that. It has a lot to do with white fragility and white.
It has something to do with, because they push their agenda, bro. Whether you like it or not, they push their agenda. And you will not run up on black people like they will run up on Latinos right now, bro. You will not. You will not see that.
If you hear a black person talk loud and say something, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, yeah, we have to feel sorry for the black person because we enslaved them."
But you just said, hold on, you just said the term out.
He's touching on like 3 subjects going back to slavery.
You just sat there and said that they didn't do shit, nothing has changed, it's a bunch of races, but now these same races are feeling sorry for the black people. You can't have it both ways, bro.
Did he say
we can't have it both ways?
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
You said that a bunch of racists, so how they feeling sorry for them.
The reason why you think they have more ahead of us is because of the fact that white people have white guilt. So they gave them a leeway.
But I thought you said a bunch of racists.
So where did the white guilt come from?
That's a fact.
I mean,
white guilt, because everybody's been taught. We've had shows.
Hey,
that's a political movement.
I don't have white guilt.
You know what it is? It's the same political movement, just like how people have all the thing with the Zionists. They feel sorry. That's how you get your point across. Whether you like it or not, this is the narrative. I'm going to push this narrative. That way they do feel sorry for me. That way I can get more stuff passed. Whether you like it or not. And a lot of people like yourself always come up with, those morenos are llorones. Yeah, but the squeaky wheel gets all the attention. And the only attention we're getting right now is from the federal government, fools slapping up old men. That's what we're getting.
But it's happening. It is happening.
It's happening.
There is guilt from that side and there's guilt from that side. Exactly.
Yeah, but for us, there's no guilt. For us,
and that's why.
For us, there's no guilt. Why? Because you sit there and think, oh, well, it doesn't change. It does change, bro. You got to change the narrative.
But Hispanics don't need the guilt. Look, we've taken over Downey. We've taken over Lakewood. The cities are entirely full of Hispanic people that own every single houses and have businesses. We don't need white guilt.
How about
we don't
this?
need that. We don't follow through that.
You're right now being one of those Hispanics that says, I've got a good life. Why do I need to worry about it? Hey, bro, I own my house. I could be sitting in my swimming pool right now chilling. I could actually be at fucking Lowe's buying a fridge instead of being over here, bro. But I'm over here talking because I care. So it's easy to sit there and disconnect yourself from the problem. I don't got to run from ICE. I'm not scared, but I'm sitting here because I care. So your thing is, well, you have a house, your neighbor has a house, so fuck everybody else. No, bro. When you're seeing old men getting ran up on, that's like if my suegros outside doing the lawn in my house, right? His lawn, actually, and they run up on him. No, fuck no. That's wrong, bro. That's wrong. And that's what we're talking. It's wrong.
Are you talking about who's running up on him? The Bingo or black people?
ICE, bro. Feds.
He just gave 3 of our listeners.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like black people running up on him and
Oh,
robbing him.
the feds, bro. We ain't talking gangbang. We're talking about the
my
feds
bad,
and
my
ICE,
bad, my
bro.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, call
He's the one who run up on the you know they run up on the fighters.
you
But
got
anyway,
10
look,
seconds.
all I'm trying to say is look. I'm trying to cut you off and thank you for having me having me on here. But you're both paisas. We're all paisas. We're all paisanos. It's the thing.
All right, bro. Hey, I appreciate the call, Donnie.
You're looking out, G.
Oh yeah.
Later, brother. That's where Roger gets it from, bro.
Huh? Downey, it's that
That was a
area,
Roger
the city.
call?
That's where
The Downey effect.
The Downey area effect.
Bro, what are we gonna cook? You had something to cook. You were gonna cook.
Oh
right now.
yeah. Thank you. Ontario mayor. He was kind of like the guy who was calling before, right? The Timu fucking Bama. He is getting roasted, and rightfully so. He's at a one of his meetings, council meeting, and suit and tie, and he's like, I don't know what this big. Hold on. Bama got his thing, bro.
Yeah,
Hotline is the world famous, not the Timu bootleg, the real Bama. What's up, Bama? They're coming for you.
The last caller was on some bullshit, and then that you give them like 15 minutes, huh?
We knew you were in there, bro.
Hey, this was counting, so we didn't get the same amount of time.
Bam, I used your line. You hear me use your line earlier?
Hey, man. Hey, do you guys have any fake news on the fake Bama? I missed that motherfucker already, man. It ain't easy doing it.
He was coming for you, Bama.
He's
You
coming.
didn't-
He's coming for
Hey,
that crown, bro.
I wouldn't let him cook, Bama. I refuse to let him
He's
cook.
coming for the crown, Bama. He said he's gonna be the real Bama, carnal.
Hey, man, he's a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and then you got beef, Bama. You got a guy from Charlotte saying F Alabama,
yeah.
Mexican homeboys. You gotta keep through it, Bama.
They after you.
That's what happens when you go to the top, baby. They try to take that crown.
Crown is heavy.
Well, hey, you tell that guy that his mom is very promiscuous.
Promiscuous. Pronounce every syllable in that word.
Hey,
And he clear.
you guys all look sharp today, man. You guys probably got like the theme going on over there, huh?
Oh, we're on black,
I got new glasses, Bama. That's what it is.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
for real?
Mohawks, glasses,
What's up
and
with
Boomer's
you? What-
beard.
What's up, Bama?
What happened? Hey, tell me what happened with them glasses? You went to the DMV today, or what happened?
No, I got me some Gucci's. I got a prescription. I got some glasses,
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
For real?
Pimp shit right here. Yeah, you didn't hear me. I used your. I kicked it off with trying to tell him, let me cook, player. Let me cook.
Let them cook. American Soda, someone has to have a segment with 15 minutes, 20 minutes, all no interruptions, all tomahawk. You know what I'm saying?
He might fucking lose his own brain.
Conspiracy
I don't know.
Yeah, that
Bro.
last caller though, I almost had a seizure with that last caller.
He'll end up on Butthole Road, bro. You don't want to
Koi fish. Koi fish got
We
buttholes
can't
now.
talk about butthole for at least 3.5 minutes. I know.
This will be on
five
Butthole Road,
minutes.
bro.
Okay.
You don't want. Oh, actually, we're trying to set one up with these two guys. I don't know if you.
Yeah, we're trying to cook.
With an adult star, they might do a podcast, bro. I got nothing to do with that, bro.
Hey,
Let's do it.
hey, what if we ask porn stars what they think about like Trump and shit? Yeah, we can talk for that for days. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know. I don't know. If they're gonna even talk about that.
Hey,
I don't
no,
know.
hey,
We got
American
one.
Soda.
Hey,
figure
Bama,
one.
we got one that wants to come down. You want to see some porn stars?
Hey, yeah. Hey, but American Soda.
Yeah.
American Soda probably wants Stormy Daniels to show up.
Daniel.
That actually could be huge.
hell
What are you
yeah.
talking about, bro? Oh yeah, he did me like this. Well, she got
Yeah,
paid.
oh,
She got paid like
damn.
60 racks or something like that, or 100 something
Stormy
like that.
Daniels? I'm sure she came up.
Yeah, like 100,000. I think she paid her. Nothing
She
major.
probably got paid for the
Well, she used to be
interviews,
from the Valley.
everything else. Nah, really?
Here's some here.
Yeah, all that shit back then was filmed right here. That shit's
Yeah.
all from right
Oh,
here, the player.
it was
Yeah.
the king.
She's
It was
just
the king.
from here.
She's like an early 90s porn star.
Yeah, something like that.
I never heard of her until.
Yeah.
Hey,
So Trump.
What's up,
Hey.
Bama?
hey, you guys should sponsor her. She'll show up to the show and she'll give you like a bunch of politics, like behind the scenes and.
Yeah, she
all
gave you
kinds
something
of-
behind the scenes.
Hell nah.
What else you got, Bama? What else you got?
Hey, what's up with Mark Anthony? Hey, why don't you send a shuttle over there to pick him up, man? Where's he live at?
He lives by LAX, bro. He's over there fucking tricking over there. Off was it Manchester or something over there?
He tricking what? He ain't got no body. The fuck you gonna trick?
He got soft hands, bro. He got real soft
Yeah.
hands, bro.
He moisturizes.
Hey, if you know anything about BBL, skinny girls that have no fat, they gotta get this thing called it's called a skinny BBL where they do injections like
It's horrible.
those butters.
It looks absolutely horrible.
You can tell them your story from the other day.
Oh, my boy saw one where the BBL was so bad it was behind her kneecaps. Yeah. It was bad, dog. Bad. These girls gotta stop. That trend has to stop. It's bad.
Okay. Yeah, it's not stopping, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
Bama,
nah.
the sand is ticking, bro. You're almost out of time, bro.
Uh-oh. Cook, Bama. Cook.
Hey, so what's up? Hey, ask me a question, man. What's up? You need help with anything? Tell me, I'll help you. I do like therapy. I'm like that Tony Robbins guy. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Robbins.
Hey, Bama,
You
what,
running around
Yeah.
some tight ass shorts over there screaming at people.
what do they say? What is that? What is the question of life? What's it called?
Meaning of life?
The meaning. There you go. What is the meaning of life, Bama?
What is it? It's just having fun, and that's it. And helping somebody once in a while, and that's it, man.
Hey, Bama,
Stop
let
talking
me
so
hold
much
10
shit,
bucks,
look.
bro. Let me hold 10 bucks, bro. Help me out here, brother. Help me out here. Super chat.
Okay. That's good. Hey, man. Hey, listen,
That's good. That's good.
hey, I'm
on, Bama,
getting a
cook.
call tomorrow.
What you got?
Hey, anybody else got questions? Hey, Chris, you got any questions? Chris, are you tired of all these callers talking all this shit, Chris?
Oh, Chris is enjoying it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
See, you think I'm letting him stay on? Chris is the one that has the button to hang up, bro.
Yep.
So Chris is letting him call. When you call, he as soon as you call, he puts a timer on. He's got a little timer over there, and he wants you off, bro. He don't like you for nothing, Bama.
Hey,
Don't believe
Chris.
him, Bama. Don't believe him.
Hey, Chris. Hey, when people ask you what you do for a living, I bet you probably say, "Yeah, I work for this guy that works in the Palisades. He's like a big guy in the construction business. He does a little concrete."
He's promiscuous.
Promiscuous concrete guy, bro.
Promiscuous concrete man.
He's a great concrete tycoon.
All
He has a little podcast
All
on
right,
the side.
Bama.
And
All right, Bama. Hey, I might have a ring girl coming in for an interview, Bama.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do that.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
catch you tomorrow, fool.
All right, see you guys later, man. Peace.
man.
Peace out. Peace out.
Did we have a super
All
chat?
right,
Chris? Thank
I
you, brother.
saw
Hey.
one a minute ago.
Yeah, let's see if we lost it. Hopefully. Almost to a real 100K. Yeah, we getting there. We're about to hit 90,000, bro. That's good. Matthew Perales, $10 super chat.
Thank you.
Appreciate
What up, man?
you.
Good looking out.
So no more phone calls, Chris. Let me get this one out the way real quick before I know you gotta go. We got about 3 minutes. Ontario Mayor, he was there in a city council meeting, and he's all with the suit and tie, and he's talking about, I don't see why people are making a big deal about this, that people are getting racial profiled. Nobody's getting racial profiled. I walk around everywhere with my family and my friends, and we don't know anybody. I'm like, well, you walk around with a suit and tie looking like the mayor that you are. So the people just started giving him all kind of stuff, bro. And this is what I think ICE agents are listening. ICE hit him the next week.
Shut up,
They
really?
hit his town.
Damn.
They hit, and that's what
So
you
they
You
listening.
didn't hear about the mayor?
No, I
in
think they're
Cudahy?
listening, though. I
In
think they're
Cudahy.
listening.
It's
No,
a
what-
female.
What she do?
She said it's time for the gang members to step up and fight ICE, and they're coming after her now. I just heard about that.
I've been
earlier.
seeing that on
coming
Instagram.
after her?
I've
You're
been
gonna hear
seeing
about
a lot of people with big platforms are posting that on Instagram now.
Yeah, but what do they think the trolls are gonna do? We're gonna go out there and bust
No,
cast these fools?
they're going to shut her down.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I mean. And
Well, you
see,
gotta
I
be.
think that's
Well, you gotta
you
be.
know what I think.
you ha-
I've already said it like
you
10
have
times.
to. You gotta walk on eggshells, stuff like that, because that's inciting violence, bro. And especially.
Inciting, it's conspiracy to
I
incite a
could, I
riot.
could see if you some fool in the hood saying that, or somebody on their social
Yeah.
media who doesn't really have. But when you're a politician and you're calling for gang members, that's inciting
Yeah.
violence.
Yeah, no, I think
she
it's
should have known
crazy.
better.
I think
That's
it's
a
crazy.
federal
She's
offense,
probably
too.
going to end up
Yeah.
losing because
Well, they're gonna start investigating the crap out of her, bro.
They already have.
Everything and any little thing. Well, let's start getting our outro out of here, Chris.
That's right.
Mr. Chris is gonna abandon us right now. He's gonna go.
That's right.
You gotta
know
work for a
what?
construction
we
tycoon.
forgot to give a shout out to our boys over there in South Korea, the Marines. Ben,
29
what's
Palms
up?
was
You and all
cracking.
your boys
Yeah,
out there,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Stay
shout
up.
out to all the guys in the service, man. Stay out
Yeah.
there and be safe, man. 'Cause
Hey,
right
to-
And
now,
I also want to
Mia-
say to you, I was
Mia,
gonna say
to-
that right now.
Go ahead, you do it.
I just want to say, rest in peace, Mia. Lovely. You were part of our community, and just rest in paradise, man. You're gonna be
Shout out
missed.
to her family.
Yes, you will be missed.
She has a GoFundMe too. Everybody, check that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. If you see it,
Buy
tap
buy
in.
her art. You know what I mean? I wanted to go Sunday, but I had to work. We were gonna try to
we were
go.
gonna try to
He-
connect.
You know what? I'm gonna try to get a hold of somebody because I want to buy some of her shit too.
Yeah.
You know, I'll
That's
put it
support.
up in the shop.
for sure. What you got? Anything?
Nothing. I know.
to the riots, but he goes to the he said he doesn't go to the riots, but he goes to the pride parades. You know this. you know this.
You don't even want to see the American Cholo booty shorts.
Booty shorts.
Other than that, man, I appreciate all you guys
right.
in the chat out here coming in and supporting the platform, supporting the channel, man. We wouldn't be anything without you, and God bless all you guys. And we're